Hi everyone, my name is Nolan, and today I'll be presenting my game Skybounce Express, which is a fast-paced, endless side-scroller, and it was inspired by Nanaka Crash, but reimagined to be more of a reflex-based and kind of horror-inspired game, you could say. So the game concept is it's an endless side-scroller where you launch a cursed bird and keep it airborne by bouncing off haunted platforms, dodging threats, and collecting energy orbs to survive. The tone is spooky but exciting, and the game is designed to create tension, speed, and panic. The game loop. The main loop is to launch, bounce, dodge, and repeat. As you fly, you build up velocity and combo points, but the speed makes it harder to avoid enemies and hit platforms. The more distance you cover, the more chaotic it becomes, and as the theme kind of will get darker as you go on, and there'll be screen distortions and horror-based enemies and so on. It gets darker the longer you fly. So this has bounce physics, aerial controls, cursed boosts, traps, and combo multipliers. Ghostly enemies try to stop your momentum, and the dark clouds will reverse your controls. So basically, up is down, right is left, so on. So it's a lot harder to move. You can collect temporary light boosts that slow time or clear the screen, but they're very limited. And the core challenge is reacting quickly, so it should be very fast paced. Let's see. So there are no traditional levels either, and it's endless. So you're going to move through zones, and they're going to be different. They're going to be more unstable as you go on, more horror themes, and it's harder to survive. As you go to a new zone, there'll be disappearing platforms, faster winds, cursed birds that chase you, corrupted skies that, like I said, will make you go up when you're going down, left and right. And then it's a lot harder to endure once you go on. So this is the next slide here. Right. I just wanted it to be highly replayable and fast. It should be fast, satisfying, kind of addicting, right? And then here I got the example, two examples here. So you first use cards and dice, and each card represented a type of platform, obstacle, or power-up, and dice rolls determine success or failure. So this will make it real-time choices, right? So you'll start off with the launch, and you fly up to the boost, right? If you go too high, you'll hit the cloud, and your controls are going to be, messed up. You're going to be going up and down when you don't want to. So the goal is to just hit the boost. The power lines will send you back and stop your speed. So all the boosts will basically be useless, and that's one example of the level, right? So if you hit too many boosts, though, you're going to be going too fast. It's going to be way harder to control and not hit the power lines. So that's kind of the point is, right? You don't want to be going too fast. You don't want to be going too slow. And then the next page is another example of level or zone. And you hit a boost, and you have a bounce chain, which is it's basically where you go to another boost for free. You don't really have to move. It just bounces you kind of to the next boost. The jet burst will also like it's basically a boost, but it'll either slow you down or speed you up depending on if you go back or forward. And then the trick point, right? It adds combos. So those are two examples. And yep, so you move. Go back to the example. You roll a dice for a launch, your speed, and yeah, that's basically it. It shouldn't be complex or anything. But yeah, those are some examples of what the zones would look like. So yeah, thanks for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed listening, and I'm happy to answer questions. So thank you.